Thank you, Devin. And today is St. Patrick's Day, and if you live in Rhinelander, you know that CT's Deli knows how to rock this holiday, or maybe I should say shamrock this holiday. Today we are joined by Chef Tom Jordans to talk all things Irish, so thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so a lot of people are excited to eat corned beef and cabbage today, but how did that become like the famous St. Patrick's Day dish?
Well, actually, it was from the actual Saint Patrick, who actually died on this day in 1762. And when he came over, they had one of the largest parades. Most of them migrated, or immigrated rather, to New York. And it was actually the largest parade in the United States at that point in time was the St. Patrick's Day Parade. And oddly enough, the Irish were not really fond of the corned beef until they came here, and the Jewish people of New York integrated the corned beef, which actually it was a boiled dinner actually in that area, and they brought in the corned beef into that plate. And we also had the boiled dinner, which was in Ireland, it's more of a peasant food. So they had turnips and parsnips or whatever, and then we brought in the boiled potatoes, the carrots, and the cabbage, as well as the corned beef.
Nice. And what exactly is corned beef?
Corned is a process of curing and preserving the beef. And they do that with a nitrate, which actually turns the beef pink. So the nitrate actually is that. So it also preserves the meat. Back in those days, refrigeration was not abundant. So they had to find a way to preserve the meat.
Interesting. And so what do you guys have planned over at CT's Deli for St. Patrick's Day
today? That's a good question. We got a lot of things going on down there. We do our St. Patrick's Day, obviously, the plate, which consists of corned beef, the carrots, the potato, and the cabbage. And we also have a special little ingredient, which I devised a long time ago, which is our Jameson brandy sauce, which we put on top of the corned beef itself. It really accentuates the corned beef. We also have Irish soda bread. And of course, we have a cake that goes with this. And one thing to accompany St. Patrick's Day is also Jameson.
Yes.
So we do the Irish coffees. We have a multitude of different drinks that we do down there. And it's an all-day affair. And you can get this warm or cold to go. And we also have, not only including our plate, we have the Reuben, the pastrami grilled cheese, the Jameson mac and cheese, Irish stew, which is an all-time favorite down there, and that comes with Irish soda bread and a pat of butter, and we do a Reuben dip as well.
Awesome. And what is Irish soda bread?
Irish soda bread was actually invented back in Ireland to keep the people that were actually in the fields and working fed, because it's a baking soda risen bread, and it's very hearty, so it's very firm. So they can tuck that in their pocket and carry it out throughout the day with the soda bread. And this is made by the Butcher Shop Bake Company, and this is craisins, orange zest. It's absolutely wonderful, and it's so delicious. And that comes with all our Irish dinners as well.
I can smell this. I wish people could smell it through the screen because it just smells so good. And I do know you guys have some drink specials, because last week I went into CT's and I had my first ever Irish car bomb.
Speaking of the Irish car bomb, one of my team members and the chef on the line is the all-time leader of taking the Irish car bomb.
Oh yeah, he took it with us, and it was like 2 seconds, and I was like, I didn't even realize we were drinking them, and he had his finish.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to challenge Dustin Cronison, you come on down and give him a challenge, because he is unbeatable at this point in time.
Yeah, I gotta say, it's gonna be a hard challenge, because that was fast.
It is absolutely delicious. It's Jameson, Bailey's, and Guinness, and it's like an Irish milkshake, and we do have them at least once a day.
Awesome. And then for anyone who might be making their own corned beef at home, do you have any tips or tricks for them?
Low and slow. That's what I say, low and slow. I'm not a big fan of the boiling it, but we like to oven roast it for a period of time. Keep it in your crock pot, but do it for at least, ours at the deli, we do it for about 10 to 12 hours at a very low temperature, so it stays very moist and very tender.
So yeah, like I said, I wish people could smell this through the screen, because it smells amazing and it looks amazing. So definitely head out to CT's today to get your St. Patrick's Day on, because it sounds like there's a lot of delicious food and celebrations going on.
And it's a lot of fun. Please come on down and get your Irish on, one would say.
Yeah, he's all dressed up, so come and join Chef Tom. And thank you so much for joining us today.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and coming up we have What's Trending, including the